My children thought I was just a lonely old woman. They forgot I was the one who taught them to lie. My name is Gina, and I am 84 years old. The desert sun was a hammer on the tin roof. I poured the kerosene around the old dry hay. My hands did not shake, not even a little bit. A body does what a body has to do, see? David always said that barn was a death trap. So I decided to prove my eldest son right. The match made a satisfying scratch against the wood. A little yellow flame bloomed in my wrinkled hand. I dropped it and watched the line catch. It raced along the path I had made. The heat pushed against my face like a wall. I walked back to the house, slow and steady. Called the fire department with my best shaky voice. Then I sat on the porch to wait. The smoke was a black stain on the blue. It was the first interesting thing in years. I knew the alert would go to David, and he would have to call his sister Maya. They would come, out of duty or anger, but they would come. That was the point. The siren wailed in the distance, getting closer. Was I a monster for wanting my family? The fire truck kicked up a dust cloud. Men in bulky suits ran towards the blaze. They never even looked at me on the porch. I was just a harmless old woman, after all. The first car arrived exactly 47 minutes later. David's sensible sedan, gray and polished, like him. His face was tight with panic and pure fury. He slammed the car door so hard it shook. He didn't look at the fire, just me. Mother, what in God's name have you done? My heart was beating like a trapped bird. Then Maya's dusty SUV screeched to a halt. She ran out, her eyes wide with real fear. Mom, are you okay? What happened in there? David just pointed a stiff finger at me. She happened. Look at her. She's perfectly calm. And I was. I had gotten what I wanted. They were here, in this place they hated. The fire was mostly out, just smoldering ruins. The chief came over, wiping soot from his brow. Lucky thing, Gina. Wind was blowing away from house. I just nodded, playing the grateful, frail victim. David's jaw was so tight I thought it'd crack. Maya kept looking between us, sensing the storm. The real fire was just about to start. They had to stay. The roads were closed, a down power line from the fire, they said. A lucky break, or so I told myself. David paced the living room like a caged wolf. You could have been killed. We all could. Maya tried to clean the already clean kitchen. Let's just be thankful Mama's safe, David. He snorted, a harsh, ugly sound from him. Thankful for her reckless stupidity? Use your head. That was David, always reducing life to logic. I just sat in my armchair and watched. The silence between them was a third person. It had been there for years, you see. Finally, David needed to do something, to fix. We should check the rest of the outbuildings for structural damage, he said, not looking at me. Maya, she followed him, desperate to keep peace. I stayed inside, my heart a heavy stone. I watched them through the dusty window pane. They were arguing by the old tool shed. Their gestures were sharp, pointed, full of history. This was my doing, all of this mess. They came back inside, covered in fine dust. The shed's a mess. Everything's water damaged from the hoses. Maya held a warped cardboard box, grimacing. This was on the top shelf. It's Dad's. The air in the room went dead still. My Frank? Dead 60 years this coming fall. David took the box from her. His movements were stiff. He set it on the coffee table between us. It smelled of damp earth and forgotten things. Inside were some old pipes, a tarnished buckle, and a sealed envelope, yellowed at the edges. Maya's name was written on it in ink. His handwriting. A spike of pure ice shot through me. "What is that?" My voice was a stranger's. I reached for it, my calm completely gone. David was faster, snatching it up with frown. "It has Maya's name on it, Mother." "It's nothing, just old bills." I was standing now. My hand was outstretched, trembling for the first time. They both stared at me, shocked by my reaction. I was always so controlled, so fiercely pragmatic. This raw panic was a crack in my armor. Maya looked from the letter to my face. "Mom, what's wrong? It's just a letter." David didn't give it to her. He held it. "Why are you so afraid of a letter?" The question hung there, poison in the quiet room. I had managed everything until I hadn't. "Give it to me, David. That is not yours." My voice was low and gravelly with threat. He just looked at me. Really looked now. "Did you know about this, Mother, all along?" Maya was crying, soft little helpless sounds. "David, please, let's all calm down." "No," I shouted, the word tearing from me. "You don't understand. You cannot read that thing." "Why?" David's voice was dangerously, quietly calm. "Because it's lies, his lies. He was weak." The moment I said it, I knew I'd lost. Maya's face crumpled. "Weak? Dad? He died, Mom!" "He didn't slip," I screamed, the truth escaping. David's face was a pale, horrified mask. "Told what?" he whispered, the letter forgotten. I told him I wished he was gone. My knees gave out. I sank into the chair. "We had a fight, a terrible, awful fight. He said he couldn't take it anymore. The debt." I said, "Then why don't you just go?" I meant leave the house for a drive. But he looked at me with those sad eyes, and then he walked out into the dark. They found his body the very next morning. I told everyone he must have slept, see? It was muddy. The ridge was unstable. It was an easier story for everyone to swallow. The lie became the truth. We all lived. The foundation of our whole damn family history. Maya made a sound, a small, wounded animal. She backed away from me, her hand over her mouth. "All my life, I thought it was an accident." "My whole life, a lie," said David, numb. He let the letter fall to the floor. It lay between us, a silent, dead thing. "What's in it?" Maya asked, her voice broken. "I don't know," I admitted, utterly defeated. I was too much of a coward to look. David picked it up, his hands now shaken. He carefully, slowly tore the brittle envelope open. The sound was like a bone snapping clean. He unfolded the single sheet of paper inside. He read it silently, his eyes scanning back. Then he looked up, his eyes full of tears. "It's not for Maya, not really. It's for you." He held the paper out, not to me, but to Maya, whose name was on it. He wrote, "Tell Maya her mother is right." The words landed in the room, then silence. "What does that mean?" Maya asked, taking it. She read it, her lips moving with the words. He wrote, "I am a sickness in this family. Tell Maya her mother is right. I'm weak. I can't be the man she needs anymore. This is the only strong thing left to do. He had agreed with me. In the end, he believed he was the problem, not us. We had built our lives on a mutual lie. My lie of an accident, his lie of strength. The truth was, we were just both broken. David sat down heavily, his head in his hands. All of this time, he murmured into his palms, all this time we blamed you for being hard, and we worshipped a ghost who gave up. Maya looked at me. Her eyes were different. Not forgiven. Not yet. But seeing me. Seeing the woman. Not just the difficult mother. You carried this. All of it.